Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Friday. It's time for the next installment of the Pagan Housewife series, and today we're going to discuss whether or not laundry day can be magical. Of all of our household chores, doing the laundry ranks among the most mundane, but can we use our magic to liven things up a bit? And if we can, how? As always, this does begin with our mindset. Now, far be it from me to suggest that anyone needs to be gleeful over doing the laundry. That would be weird. But I do think it's possible to have some satisfaction in a job well done, and the laundry is another opportunity for magical household cleansing, again, on the magical realm. Now, in my own practice, I never really gave this too much thought about, the energy and the way it would stick to my clothes until I was working a job that I loathed. And after a time, I noticed that I hated even touching my work clothes, and I could tell they were retaining all of the energy and all the emotion that I felt about my job. Now, at first, I didn't think much of it because it was just work clothes, and I was in a pretty emotional state at the time. But after a while, I noticed that the clothes were continuing to absorb and hang on to all of that miserable energy. So I took out a stick of Palo Santo, and one of its qualities is being able to transmute energy, and lo and behold, it helped. Now, granted, full disclosure, I was never able to completely remove all of the energy stains that the clothes had absorbed, but I did feel less awful when I had to wear them. Now, if I had purified the energy attached to the clothes from the start of the job, I probably could have kept them in a more neutral-ish state, and then I wouldn't have started each day in a bad place. So, lesson learned. Hindsight 2020 and all that. So once we've sorted out our attitude about the laundry, then we can examine the environment in which we perform the task. Of course, not everyone has a dedicated laundry room or even a laundry closet. A lot of people rely on going to the local laundromat or having some laundry arrangements in the basements of their apartments. And of course, in that case, you don't have any control over the surroundings, and sometimes it's all a bit dingy and grim. So not every suggestion in this video is going to be universally applicable to everyone, but hopefully you will hear something that's practical for you. So last week's video in the series, it focused on the use of color, and if we do have our own laundry room or even our own laundry closet, we can use color to suit our intentions for this task. Often this is such an ignored and neglected area of the house, you might be surprised what a coat of paint can really achieve. So the purpose of laundry is physical cleansing. So choosing colors that might be watery or feel very fresh helps reinforce the purpose of this task, and it gets us in the right frame of mind. Another option is to choose a color palette that's very high energy and helps us getting going so we can be motivated and just get this done. Now, obviously the room should be clean in and of itself, but it's also good to keep it organized. And if you can't find anything and it's a messy jumble, this is going to turn the boring chore of laundry into a very irritating chore. And that, again, that puts you in a bad frame of mind. So setting ourselves up for success is important. And just do what you can to keep the laundry room tidy so that it's ready for when you need to use it. Now is the point where we can start to bring in some magic. And this is where we can make good use of a correspondence book. I use Lee Welland's complete book of correspondences by Sandra Keynes. It's on my bookshelf behind me. Let's see. In fact, it is right here. And there's multiple ways of looking up information that can be useful to us in our craft. And since one of our purposes in laundry has to do with purification, cleansing, making things new, I looked that up in this particular book. I do think that it is worth investing in a pretty large correspondence book. It's convenient to be able to look up information specific to your magical intentions in just one book instead of having to go through your entire library. Another benefit is that if you don't have one particular herb or crystal for a spell, you will find lists of alternatives in these tables, and it improves your odds of finding something that will suit your purpose. Let me get you an idea of what these tables look like. No, they're not paying me. I'm just trying to demonstrate the practicality of this for magical uses. See, we've got nice, oh, good grief. Okay, there. Now you can see a table. We've got nice little lists. Now, as a side note, a correspondence book is quite helpful in connecting the magical dots between certain concepts and deities and they're associated with this thing and that thing. And this can help give you ideas of additional avenues of research and depending on what you're wanting to pursue next. So it has a lot of different uses. Now for specifics about our laundry room. We'll talk about some herbs and crystals, starting with the herbs. We can put them into sachets. Just make sure that it's properly closed so you don't have, little bits of herbs all over the laundry. A second use for herbal sachets is in dresser drawers and in closets. Some possibilities to put into the sachets are, basil, hyacinth, jasmine, lilac, peppermint, rosemary, thyme. We could also add essential oils to our laundry. This is a pricier option, but you put a few drops into the laundry. It'll enhance your intentions. Some possibilities to try are frankincense, myrrh, cinnamon, clove, things of that sort. Also, you can have plantings of herbs or different kind of plants around the laundry line. Perhaps some passion flower vine for cleansing or honeysuckle for balance and calm. And another thing about honeysuckle is that it smells absolutely divine. My grandmother had that growing up along her laundry line, and it always made everything smell wonderful. Another option is to maybe plant a climbing white rose around the laundry poles for its purifying energies and also for its pleasant scent. Another option is to gather a small bundle of herbs and use a clothespin to hang that bundle on the line, and then let the wind waft the aroma of the herbs around the laundry so it kind of passively infuses the laundry with its energy. Now, if you have space and your laundry room is very sunny, that could be an excellent place to grow potted herbs. Living things in a space always improves the atmosphere in and of itself. And if you decide you want to use your herbs in a sachet for your laundry, it'd be convenient to have them growing in the same room. Uh, and believe it or not, there are still some of us who do iron the laundry. And if that is also you, you can use a spray to help freshen it up or to create a crisper result. And you can choose a spray that has lemon in it, or you can make your own for a little extra oomph for freshness and cleansing. Now let's talk about crystals. Naturally, I am not advocating for tossing your crystals in the washer and dryer. Even if the crystal isn't weakened or adversely affected by the water, it will get damaged in the machines and can potentially do damage to the machines. Obviously, that would be a most undesirable state of affairs. However, if you have a shelf in the laundry area, that could be a good place to put a crystal and put it in a place of honor. There are a number of crystals we might choose from. Some of my personal favorites include amethyst, blue calcite, green fluorite, peridot, and quartz. Now, one note about quartz is that this crystal is an amplifier. It can be used to make the energy of the surrounding crystals and plants louder and have a stronger effect. Another option is if you are drying your laundry on an old-fashioned laundry line, you can slip a small crystal in garments that have pockets. I like to use black tourmaline for this purpose. It has receptive energy, so it absorbs any lingering, baneful energy that might be attached to our clothes. There are other practical things we can do. One is to create a laundry witch, poppet, or a doll. Stuffed kitchen witches bring luck to the kitchen and your cooking efforts, and that's a very well-known tradition. And I think this idea could be easily adapted for the laundry room. You can look up instructions for doll making, especially fabric doll making, which you would be using here. And you can use herbs and crystals to help stuff the body of the doll, and that can bring it into the laundry room. It'll brighten the energy in the room, and also give a little magical aid to getting the clothes clean and keeping everything in good order. If you make a smaller version, then the construction is the construction is sturdy, then you could just toss the laundry witch into the washer and dryer to infuse the energy of the doll into the load. Another option is to sing and chant while you do the laundry. When I was doing research to find out what other practitioners had to say about making laundry day a little bit more magical, I came across a site called The Modern Pagan, and it recommended songs and chants to aid with the process. So I'll be including a link to that page in the description box below so you can check them out if you're interested for further ideas. And of course, we can always write our own songs or our own chants for this. It's an opportunity to use our creativity. If you know how to weave baskets, you can make your own laundry baskets. Depending on the material you choose, you can activate the natural energies of those materials to bring even more magic into the laundry process. Other witches like to make their own laundry detergent, and that's another opportunity to use ingredients that correspond with our intentions. And last but not least, when we put away the laundry, we can do so with intention. One of the things I'm experimenting with now to see what effect it has is to organize my closet and my dresser drawers by rainbow order. The reason for this is because our chakras go in rainbow order, and the progression of colors is very pleasing to the eye. And so I'm trying this out to see if it makes it faster to find what I wear, and if it just kind of gives everything a better atmosphere. This is very soft, very subtle forms of magic, but it's all about just raising the tone of the household. So let me know what you think about all this. Do you practice laundry day magic yourself? Do you do things that I haven't covered here? I would love to hear all about it. You can come see me at Blackbird's Brew on Discord. There's a link to join in the description box below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. I'll see you the next time. Bye.